Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone ME, and today we're going to have a face-off between the Nokia N8 and Apple iPhone 4. Both handsets are quad-band GSM. The N8 covers all 5 3G bands. The iPhone 4 is quad-band 3G. N8 weighs in at 135 grams. The iPhone 4 comes in at 137 grams. As far as build quality, the case on the N8 is made out of anodized aluminum. Got some nice chrome accents here around the camera key as well as the volume rocker, also around the camera and the camera lens itself. The iPhone 4, composite glass front and back, and a nice metal rim that encompasses the entire display. You got some nice accents as well on the back as far as the Apple logo around the camera and the iPhone logo down here at the bottom. Taking a look around the N8, on the bottom is the power port. On the left hand side is the micro USB port as well as a SIM card slot and micro SD card slot. On top is a 3.5mm headphone jack along with the HDMI port, which is right there. Next to that is the power key. On the right hand side is the volume rocker up and down, lock and unlock key, and dedicated camera key. On the iPhone 4, on the bottom is the speaker and microphone as well as the port for charging, syncing, and transferring data. On the left hand side are your volume buttons up and down as well as the mute key. On top is a 3.5mm headphone jack along with the power and lock key, and on the right hand side is your SIM card slot. Alright, the Nokia N8 offers a 12 megapixel camera with Carl Zeiss optics and xenon flash. Also autofocus, geotagging, and face detection. Video capture is 720p at 25 frames per second. It also has a front-facing VGA camera for video calls. iPhone 4 offers a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus, LED flash. Also has touch focus and geotagging. Video capture is 720p at 30 frames per second. It also has a front-facing VGA camera for video calls. The Nokia N8 has a 1200 milliamp battery rated at 5 hours and 30 minutes of talk time on 3G. The iPhone 4 has a 1420 milliamp battery rated at 7 hours of talk time on 3G. Alright, on the front of the Nokia N8, you've got a 3.5-inch AMOLED capacitive touch display showing 360 by 640 pixels. Offers multi-touch accelerometer as well as a proximity sensor. Just below the display you have one physical main menu key. On the iPhone 4 is a 3.5-inch TFT capacitive touch display showing 640 by 960 pixels. It offers multi-touch accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, as well as a 3-axis gyro sensor. Memory on the Nokia N8, it comes with 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 256 megabytes of RAM, 512 megabytes of ROM. Storage can be expanded an additional 32 gigabytes through the use of a micro SD card. The iPhone 4 comes in 2 versions, either 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Also has 512 megabytes of RAM. Both of the handsets offer Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, and N. The N8 also has Nokia's UPnP technology. Both of the phones offer Bluetooth, the N8 version 3 with support for A2DP, the iPhone 4 version 2.1 with support for A2DP. Neither of the phones come out of the box available to use as a Wi-Fi hotspot. The Nokia N8 offers HDMI out. The processor on the N8 is an ARM 680 MHz processor. On the iPhone 4 it's the 1 GHz Apple A4 clocked down to 800 MHz. Operating system on the N8 is Symbian 3.0, and on the iPhone 4 it's Apple iOS 4.1. So our YouTube comparison, and I want to start from scratch and show you how the applications work because they're both different. We'll start with the N8, and basically what it does, it launches the internet YouTube client, one of the older ones. Both handsets are hooked up to the same Wi-Fi network, by the way. And then once we get here, what I'm after is most viewed. Click on that, and now we're at most viewed. So there's the way to open up most viewed on the N8. On the iPhone 4, that's really all you have to do. Worst case scenario, it goes to this week or all or featured. So I think the application itself, YouTube application on the iPhone, is a lot easier to use. All right, let's launch a couple of videos. That was pretty even.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I am here in Venice. Smells like rape and alcohol. And you're probably wondering, Shane, why aren't you in your bedroom talking to the camera with really beautiful lighting?
All right, Nokia N8 to shut it down, double tap
Sorry, I keep doing my Justin Bieber here for
and hit back.
But basically, we filmed
We're
it last
back.
week
Whoop.
for a few days. We went out of town.
Hit select,
So now we're gonna go
and that'll
inside.
get you back to where you
So
were
obviously I didn't have enough time this
on the iPhone 4. Tap once, hit done, tap that, most viewed. Okay, now we're back. Let's go here and try this one. That was pretty even as well.
There it is.
Again, the bar here at the bottom of the screen on the N8 does not go away.
This isn't shown anywhere in BlizzCon, so thanks for coming to this program. We also got a little behind-the-scenes version of this, just like the log of the character. This isn't shown anywhere in BlizzCon, so thanks for coming to this program. I also got a little behind-the-scenes version.
All right, let's try one more. That was awfully dark. Another Shane Dawson. We'll give him a shot again.
Hi, my name is Shane. Welcome to heaven. Oh, no, I fucked it up. But it looked like heaven, right? Like super white. And then, no, there's a ball on the ground. No, why is there two testicles? I don't know. Yes, if you've already seen my main channel video, you know that I'm
All right, there's a look at the YouTube application and running a couple videos on the Nokia N8 and Apple iPhone 4. So our navigation comparison between the two handsets. We'll start with the iPhone 4, and we're going to go to search, and we'll go to McDonald's. It should pick it up pretty quick. MCD, there it is, McDonald's. And there's our McDonald's. Tap on that. Directions from here. And route. And there's our route. We can start, and it'll show us where to go. Got 6 different turns or steps, and we're there. So that's the iPhone 4. On the N8, we're going to go to Drive to, Set Destination. I've already got it in history just to make it easy for us. And we're going to need to wait. The N8 actually offers voice turn-by-turn navigation, but we have to wait for the GPS to lock in. I have not had any luck with that happening. If you watch the other N8 comparisons, I ran into the same problem, which is too bad because I've got Surfer Dude as the navigator, and he's great. But basically, all I've gotten out of him is the GPS is whack. So it hasn't been able to lock, but that gives you an idea how you navigate with both of these handsets. All right, let's run our unofficial speed test, and we'll start out with the music player. And I would say that was definitely the iPhone 4. Let's go open messaging. And I would give that one to look like the N8. Let's try contacts. That looked like it was the N8. Let's try the camera application on both. That definitely looked to be the iPhone 4. Let's open up the web. They should just both go to Google. And the iPhone 4 definitely loaded. This is already connected. I don't know why it says it's connecting. And let's go to Maps. Where are we? There we go. Let's go to my position. Alright, there's a look at our unofficial speed test.